the crazy thing is, like my dad's Jeep Land and like Ben's dad's Jeep.
Yeah.
My Jeep, because Jeep had to what is it called? Meet emission standards. They made all the engines smaller after like 2005. So the engine in the little teeny Jeep that I have is bigger than the engine in my dad's Jeep.
Hopefully I can be Bruce 2 one day.
I feel like you will be Bruce too.
Why will I be Bruce 2?
I don't know. I can't.
Wait, who's
describe
Bruce Sue?
I can't use MS Paint.
Okay, maybe you won't make the. I don't mean like you're gonna make the show. You're just gonna be him.
Oh, damn it. That's the worst part.
I would rather not flush the toilet than flush with precious Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
It was flat, though.
I'd still rather drink it.
Then not go to the bathroom?
No, I just piss in the top of the tank, and then flush my shit with my piss.
No, that's the
Bruce, you
clean
try
water. There's clean water in there.
Well, there obviously isn't any clean water in there. If I have to put Mountain Dew in there, the water got shut off, dumbass.
That was a funny episode.
Except there was a very simple solution that he didn't come up with.
Yeah, he's not as smart as you.
You just piss in
Peeing
the
in it and
tank.
then flushing down nothing. Pee.
What do you mean flushing down nothing? You shit in the bowl and you piss in the top.
You know how hard it would be to not piss shit first and then piss afterwards? That's like impossible.
Well, like, throughout
I
the
wanna try
day,
that,
I piss
actually.
without shitting.
I don't think you want to try that. It would hurt.
I don't know. I feel like I
Freaking-
could maybe.
Or wait, no,
I could
you can piss
definitely do
first
it.
and then shit.
Yeah,
I've never
That's easy.
attempted it, so I don't know.
I do that all the time. I take pisses when I need to shit, like, daily.
What? You shit and then piss afterwards?
No.
Is that- What are
You
you
could-
talking about?
Piss and then store it in the tank and then shit, and then whenever you need the piss, you can just flush it.
I see what you're saying. But then you have
Piss
to like
can-
piss enough every day so that it's like enough to flush.
Well, I piss like 3 times a day and I only shit
it,
once.
It probably is enough.
And like if you had 2 people living there, like both people could piss in the top, and then you could both like go in on one flush.
Yeah.
We should just, instead of having water toilets, we should have just air toilets where it like sucks the shit down.
Well, the water keeps it from being smelly.
Air freshener? You ever heard of it?
That won't help.
I think it would help. You're saving water, Jack. Would you rather have
It's not gonna work, Liam. It's too stanky.
would you rather
Liam,
have a slightly
What
shitty
happens?
bathroom?
Or a hole in the ozone from all the Febreze.
Okay, so what you
They
gotta do
wash
is you
that
take
water,
one of
man.
them, take one of them urinal mints and you drop it in the top of the tank too. Problem solved.
But there's still water.
top?
in.
Put the
Well,
tank.
then you-
No, there's no water. No
If you're
water.
spending that much money on Febreze, you might as well just buy your water back.
No, I'm saying to save water. The whole point is
That
to
water
save
gets
water.
cleaned. The water isn't wasted. It just goes in the toilet and they clean that shit. And it's fine. You drink that like a
That's not what happens.
yes, it is.
They don't clean the shit water. They don't do that.
Yes, water filtration plants.
I know, but
They clean
not-
it, then it goes back into Lake Michigan, and then a day later you shower in it.
I understand, but it's not all saved. They can't save all of it.
Maybe you should just stop drinking water, retard.
I have. I don't drink water except at Jack's house because it's free. My dad not trying to spend any water money over here. My dad said you can either drink water or take a shower, and I picked a shower.
You can do both at the same time. Once again, being inefficient.
Drink warm water? You think my dad will let me do that?
Take cold showers.
I could
Once
not
again,
take a cold. I'd rather
Liam,
die than
Problem
take a
here's
solved.
what you
shower.
do. Before you get in the shower, you just fill up a bunch of jugs with water and hide them in your room.
And I have no time to take a shower.
It'll take like 30 seconds to fill a jug. Probably less.
Just take a bath and drink the bath water after you're done.
God.
Uh,
I pee in my bathtub though. When I take a bath.
I don't think Hudson was kidding though.
Here's the thing, I'm a genius. I could literally solve all the world's problems if somebody paid me to do it.
Okay, wait, guys. I have a question. Would you rather drink only water for the rest of your life, or every other drink that you have that isn't water has a drop of pee in it?
I'll drink the Starburst if it has 10 drops of piss in it. If I put the powder in a bottle of piss, I would still drink it.
Okay, I have you quoted. David, clip that. You're drinking it.
I'm clipping it.
Okay, Jack, we're peeing in your Starburst juice now.
I wouldn't prefer that over the regular. But if it's
Well,
the only thing, I would prefer that over drinking only water for the rest of my life.
I would drink only water for the rest of my life.
Really, just
Isn't-
a drop?
Isn't my piss?
One drop ain't gonna do anything.
I'm gonna say no. Or
Is it,
uh,
is it per cup, or can I just, like, drink gallons at a time?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about
Is it as much as I'm drinking?
it. I don't.
I'm
Like, if I accidentally swallow one drop of moisture, it's a drop of piss. Because there's water in the air, and every time you breathe it in, there'd be just
I
like
didn't
hundreds
think about it that
millions of
hard.
drops of piss, and you would die.
No, okay. Let's say every like soda can worth.
Every soda can, so 16 ounces worth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just drink water then.
No, not a soda can worth of piss. A drop in every soda can. Of
Yeah, I
drink.
know, I still just drink water.
It can be watery piss too.
How
What do
about
you-
this? It's a soda can of piss, but you have to spread it
Oh.
out. You have to drink it all by the end of the day or you die.
No.
I would do that. I would do that. That's better.
That's
Can I do that?
worse.
Hudson, you're just saying you drink piss every day.
There's no upside. You just yes, you're gonna do it.
No, I can drink whatever I want. You just drink the one can of piss every day or you die, and you can, like, put it in a mixer.
That's the
like
same
juice.
thing. I already can drink whatever I want every day. Except now I have to drink piss. Why would I say yes to that?
Because the other option is only drinking water.
You didn't say that.
That's what you
Well,
said,
I-
Liam.
I didn't say drink piss, Liam. Of course you're not gonna do that. I didn't say, haha, drink piss, dumbass.
You'd rather drink an entire can
Yes, and then
than
drink
just a
whatever I want.
drop.
Yes.
That sounds horrible. That sounds really bad.
Well, you can, like, spread it out. I drink, like, gallons of water each day.
Honestly, I would probably just take water. Because, I mean, there are a lot of upsides to that, too.
Well, you can, like, drink piss without any negative side effects.
Yeah, but it's still gross.
It's actually such a low, and you wouldn't even taste it because it'd be like filtered. You know?
If I'm forced to only drink water, like, I'll take that. Because, like,
Act-
you'll get used to it, man. And it's like, I don't
My
even
piss
drink
looks
many
like-
other liquids
Yeah, she's
anyway.
down here.
My piss looks way clear when I only drink Dr. Pepper than if I would just drink water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll
No,
grab it.
it shouldn't be that way, but it is that way. I
Fine.
don't know why.
Oh god, it's gonna be cold, isn't it? On my bare, showered feet.
What are you doing, Hudson?
I have to go get a blueberry plant from outside.
Smoke weed every day.
Your business idea needs a website? So go to Wix.com. What are you waiting for? Today's the day.
Okay, Liam. Same scenario, but instead of piss, it's cum.
No,
No, you're drinking water.
I'm gonna drink water. Yeah, I'm not gonna be cum. No, because you're gonna see that. You're gonna
What about
see
the
it.
one drop thing?
What that? What?
What about the one drop thing? Like you
The
originally
pee thing?
suggested? No,
I
but-
probably would.
where it's like
I
one
probably
drop of cum.
would. I know. I would say no to that.
Which one would you rather do?
The pee.
The pee? I'd rather do the cum. It's like better for you. That's like
That's,
nutrients.
Are you sure about
What if
that?
you get like a? What if you get a H? What if you get like a STD or something?
It's my cum, right?
You
It's not
could
just
get- I
random
think you
people's
could-
piss.
I don't know.
I don't know. Actually, the act of doing it myself would probably be even worse because
You'd rather drink somebody else's cum?
no, that's not what I
That's what you
no.
just said. That's what you just said.
No. Like every time you want to take a drink or something, you have to like take it to the bathroom and like only drop it in there and then go back out.
I thought it was just magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Hold
Why?
on.
Why do you think this is magic?
Okay, well, Liam, you're talking about drinking piss every single day.
Wait, so you
and
now
never
you're
said
now you're
anything about your
saying
own.
like, hold on.
I
Now
did-
you're saying would you rather drink just water or like piss one drop into?
No, I thought it was like magically in everything that you drank. I didn't think you had to be like, I have to go to the bathroom to piss in my drink.
Yeah, yeah. And you never said it had to be your own. I thought it was someone else's.
What?
That's right. Hudson thought otherwise.
I thought, yes. I thought if I'm drinking piss, it can always be mine.
That's how you can choose. Like, what if you want to a fetish or something?
Definitely just my own.
Yeah, or what about like my strange addictions? You know?
My strange fetish.
I can probably just destroy these retarded images I made for Mr. Dix.
What images? All of them?
You want me to send you some masterpieces I have?
Yes.
Okay.
For some ancient cultures, it's a healing technique.
Modern advocates claim it can do everything from cure depression to whiten your teeth.
What am I hearing?
Rodriguez spoke with a group in Boulder who says their lives were
Take a look at
changed
that
after
if you want.
starting this
Please.
therapy.
I don't remember what it is.
You're staying present in your body.
Where am I?
Inside the quiet of his home, Brother Sage
Is anyone
finds
else
peace
hearing
Take
like
a deep breath
a
in
news report or something?
Yeah. I know.
No.
Yeah.
and release.
Yeah.
That
What
is-
does he-
Therapy group in Colorado touts the benefits of drinking piss.
Oh, I didn't even see you type that.
And physical.
Breathing in the new creation from the Creator itself.
He's since written books on his findings and helps others lead a healthy lifestyle.
As you can see, this is my diet. I eat a lot of fruit. Papayas and mangoes and oranges and pears.
With one crucial drink that
And I
cannot
drink
be skipped.
piss.
You discover what this really is ultra-filtered blood plasma.
Oh God, I drink.
Urine.
2 hours ago, good year. So when we take in this water, we honor it. We, some people say a little prayer or something, just to acknowledge that something's about to shift in their body and in their mind.
Through urine therapy, Brother Sage will cleanse his eyes.
Open your eye, blink a couple times.
Rinse out his nose.
Jesus
Not really
Christ.
rocket
He drops
science.
piss water in his own eyes.
For
Dr.
therapy.
James Wilk at UC Health says drinking pee could make you sick, especially drinking someone else's.
It's entirely possible to get chlamydia or gonorrhea of your mouth from drinking somebody's urine if they have those particular.
It's not
diseases.
your
We don't know what kind
own?
of drugs are in their urine.
What is this, a
That can
fist?
pose some risks. And you don't know what kind of infections they have in there.
Yeah, something's
Brother
fucked
Sage
up with
isn't
my
alone.
thing here.
About once a week at the Boulder Public Library,
What did I just open on my computer? I think
Liam,
it's
he sent
a
an
virus.
Illustrator file.
will meet
Liam, we gotta
so members
export
can
it.
talk about their experiences.
If you have stuff
Oh my
do
god.
that
Export
like
that.
to
boy.
challenge actually the scientific community.
Okay.
People who recognize it.
But why is it called
are not gonna stop it. This is
Amazon.ai?
not a been there, done that therapy. It's the people.
I had
who
to
are
submit
called
this
it
to
are
Mr.
with it
Dix.
the rest of their life.
An
Well,
ancient
that
Eastern
Can
culture
become
tradition.
This is my
Amazon.
manual for
It's an
teaching
ad for
people.
In
Amazon.
Boulder, Colorado,
Oh, okay.
Ivan Rodriguez and
Yeah, wait, how do I
You gotta go when you have the file open.
open with?
File export. Export as.
Except I deleted all the images today.
Why would you do that?
Because I don't use them anymore. They're just sitting on my computer. I'm
Oh,
like,
see.
fuck that shit. Well, it might be something funnier now because now it might be saved as some other random thing, you know? You know?
No.
You don't know?
What do you mean?
Like, you know, when there's an image, and you want to drag it into your Illustrator thing, right?
Mhm.
So it's on your computer or desktop.
Liam,
And
what time is the Zoom tomorrow for AP?
it's,
Wait, tomorrow's Sunday, bro. What?
yeah, it's not tomorrow. It's
It's
Monday.
optional. There's an optional one.
Oh, I
today.
don't know.
Tomorrow.
I was gonna go to the optional one. I don't know.
Well, she's gonna like tell you all the answers.
For real?
I'm not going either if you ain't going.
I wasn't
I just-
gonna go. It was optional.
I thought you went to those things.
Hell no. I barely even go to the real ones. I have
You don't wanna-
I have my mic and my computer camera off.
Wait, so Liam,
Why ask you then?
Okay, so you drag them onto your desktop, and then it's like downloaded that something.
Mhm.
And then if I want to have another image, I drag it and it says you already have something named downloaded that something. So I have to like rename one of them. So in order to
Why don't
drag
you
it.
just like
Oh, so they're gonna be,
screenshot it
like,
and then send
the
it?
wrong names?
Just take a picture with your phone and
No.
send it to the group chat.
Yeah, you could do that.
And then when I'm done making that thing, I'm done submitting it. I just delete them all off my computer because I've already sent them to Mr. Dix. You know. I don't fucking do screenshots, dog. I drag.
You gotta use the snippet tool.
I'm gonna drag
Oh, have you guys ever heard of My Way?
or the highway.
No, My Way, the internet browser.
I don't think I want to.
Or wait, no, it's not a browser, it's a search engine. My boss has Google Chrome with My Way as the default search engine.
Ah, that's God tier.
Yeah, it has to be his way.
Yeah,
You can't do it your way?
right.
Yeah. Bing is only used by old people too because they don't know. My
Jack,
grandparents-
at your car place, have you ever purposely fucked up somebody's car so they bring it back?
No.
All the mechanics do
Done
that.
What?
Black mechanics will do that, and Jewish mechanics as well.
I just think they think Jack would snitch, so they don't let him in on the details.
Mm-mm.
If you saw your boss purposely fucking up somebody's car, would you snitch?
Yes, sir.
What if it was your car?
Yes, sir.
Would you snitch?
Who am I gonna snitch to?
The police?
Yeah.
Oh, did you watch that JonTron episode yet?
Yeah, he didn't actually talk to the kid. It was just like, next episode.
Yeah, he's going to next episode.
Okay, well, why didn't
Jimmy.
you just tell me that so I could watch it next episode instead of 20 minutes of dog shit reactions?
I thought they were funny.
Yeah, me too.
They weren't. He didn't even focus on Greg enough.
Yeah, he really didn't focus on Greg at all.
Wait, Greg Heffley?
No,
Yes.
I don't even know his last name to be honest with you. It's just Greg.
Yeah, no, they didn't put their last names for like privacy.
They're
Even though
gonna
they
be
just-
shown to the world on TV. Why the fuck would they care about privacy at that point?
I don't know, so you can go to
I
the
don't think they
black
care
and
about
white room.
privacy.
I think they do. I think they don't want you to
They
like.
care about their physical well-being.
I think
No, some
Greg's
like
dead.
old ass person was gonna find like Taylor
Yeah,
and
yeah.
rape her.
I think George Bush will save us all from the devil because he's gonna kill all the gay people.
He did. He did his best. He didn't do it, but he did his
He
best.
tried. He really did try.
He did a damn good job. He did better than anybody else could have.
Every other president did better than every other president.
You're forgetting about Donald.
Donald?
He tried pretty hard.
You haven't seen Dr. Schmertz's de-gayinator yet.
What's a real episode?
There's oh, what is it called?
Ah, Barry the Platypus! I've struggled with being gay for my whole life!
My dad used to fuck my ass as a little child.
Oh, Chili Juice. Have you guys heard of Chili Juice?
No, Jack, I don't think I want to.
It cures homosexuality.
What?
It's
How do that be working?
Some Gwyneth Paltrow wannabe created Jilly Juice. It's a bunch of like
Oh, yeah,
random
wait.
chemicals in a jar, and they sold it to people, and it gave them diarrhea. And she was like, "No, it's called Waterfalls. It's cleansing." And she said it regrows limbs and cures homosexuality.
That's epic. Did you buy some though?
I wish I had some of
I
that.
wish I could. I'm pretty
How
sure
do you know it
she
don't
got
work?
arrested
Have you
and
tried it?
seized all the Jilly Juice.
That's the government. That's the government.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
trying
you
to
know.
cover it up. Big
Trying
pharmacy
to
is trying to cover
help
that
Big
shit up.
Pharma, yeah.
Wait, wasn't there like a JonTron on this? Wasn't it like
Jack.
all about people just taking
It was-
shrooms?
Well, no. Maybe there's a John. I think I've seen all the JonTrons. I saw that it was like a Dr. Phil thing.
Jack, you need to get your coworker on that right away.
On what, the Jilly Juice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's up all
It
about
can
the
also be-
conspiracies, isn't he?
hmm
Jelly juice can also be used to fuel automotives.
He's Dale.
Dale. It can be used as ammo in M16s.
hmm
God.
Here it.
What if one thing could do everything? Then there'd be no need for all the other things.
Do you know that Taylor was Greg's fuck toy the whole entire show?
Yes. Everybody knew that. Name one person who didn't know that. The bingo 8-year-old who left on the first episode. Even he knew.
Jimmy didn't know that. he didn't. He was scared. That's why I left. He's like,
He's like, I don't want to be Greg's fuck toy.
Greg's fuck toy. Kira's like, Greg, will you give me the $5,000 prize if you find me a fuck toy? He's like, yeah, sure, Taylor. You can just be a bitch. if you
He's
want."
like, no, but you're gonna be it anyways.
Did she ever win one? I don't think she did.
No, because she was a bitch the entire fucking time.
She was. I think if it had been 41 days, she would have been killed. She would have
God.
been gaped and killed because
I wish they like told those kids that like there were no consequences for their actions. Like if you
Yeah, me
killed
too.
somebody, it was like legal and you couldn't be held against you in like a court of law.
everyone would be dead except Greg and Taylor.
No, there'd be
Like, Taylor would be on his dick.
there'd be a bunch of biddies and like that one other kid
Oh, yeah.
Greg had like used as a sidekick to like get him water.
Oh
and shit.
yeah, that one kid, Zane. I think his name was.
No, the
was it Zane?
blonde kid. No,
Wait, what was that kid's name?
I don't know. He was worthless.
It wasn't Zane.
I know it wasn't Zane. You don't have to tell me that. I'm not retarded.
I thought it was.
Why would it be Zane? That was like the one like bingo black kid who thought he was like the president. He's like, I spent
Oh, kid
10 days.
president?
Yeah, kid
Wedding.
president.
His name was motherfucking
We watched so many kid presidents in Miss. What was her name?
What is
Sixth
kid
grade
president?
English
I
teacher.
think it was Winston. Yeah.
Yeah, we watched so many.
I want to be Winston.
But I
What is
really
kid
don't.
Blaine. It
wanna
was
be-
Blaine. I was close. It was Blaine.
Zane is like he's the white ninja off of Ninjago.
That was
to
a
God.
good ass show. I
Swear
can't
to
lie to
God.
you.
We should
Wait,
probably watch that right
This
now.
was the kid from
It's
Kid
Jago, that-
Powers.
Kid Nation. Blaine, he
Yeah,
won a
Wait,
star.
did you watch the JonTron?
I didn't. That's the
The
thing.
blue team was so like overpowered, they had to nerf it by taking him off the team and changing him to the yellow team, which had all the bingo kids
No,
on.
Greg was overpowered.
I know, but he refused to leave his team.
Blue
was
team
the
was
blue
like
for life.
shit without him. He was pissed too. He's like, "You can't
Yeah,
take me from my fucking team."
Yeah, he was like, you can't take my stacked team away from two of the oldest kids on it versus Jimmy, who we forced to leave.
Versus Jimmy and Taylor working together. Way down by my cum. Do you think if Steph Curry played a game with an ass full of cum, it would affect his performance? Like people could tell that something was wrong, or do you think it just
playing better for sure? Faux show.
for sure? Then why don't he do that?
Like, do you mean like full to bursting, or like?
Like I mean, the rest of the Golden State Warriors like ran a train before the game, like that.
Okay, then yeah, that would probably make a difference.
I can't come because I'm busting, and I can't bust because I'm coming.
Crazy.
Just had a stroke. It was your fault, Liam.
You thought about that one too hard? The trick is to not think about it too hard.
No, I thought about your brain thinking about it, and then deciding to say it out loud.
Okay.
Dip spit. Dip spit. While I was driving Montello, the song came on the radio where like the entire song was he was like dip, chew, spit. It was like 5 minutes long of just that.
That sounds like country Lil Pump.
Diary of Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul broke my heart.
That's why I'll never read it. I'm too afraid to be heartbroken.
Line Rider on the PS4.
Line Rider
Is
was
this-
crazy, bro. All I
It's-
did in 8th grade computer club was play Line Rider and bootleg Minecraft. That didn't work.
I'm looking at a YouTube thumbnail right now that says when Flash games became an actual game, and I'm watching the preview, and it's Castle Crashers.
Oh my.
I don't think so, bud. I don't think so, bud.
Well, you gotta watch the video to find out. That's why.
Looks like an older Kevin too.
Kevin Norris.
Yeah. He's British too. Britishman.
Hey y'all, Matt Joke here. And question of the day is, hey man, how do you got your dip spit? Well,
Turn
your
that shit up.
beginners are about to
I think you
find
put it in
out.
the wrong order, Hudson.
So I was gonna be dipping Copenhagen long cut in this video, and then I was my
How to get up your dip?
upset enough. I don't wanna be having to get regular long cuts. So
Wait,
we're
wait,
doing
wait,
some,
wait, are we listening to how to get up your dip game? Hold on. Oh no, how to gut your dip spit.
Wasn't that a shake?
God damn, he's beating that shit.
fresh can, y'all. I cracked
Hey, yeah.
dip at lunch, and I fucking barely got a dip, this son of a dick.
Son of a dick.
Except for the missing pinch that Copenhagen takes. Alright. Let's load our lipskis.
Oh my
Let's
god.
load our Lipskis.
Be quiet, it's the man speaking.
Grab ourselves. That's doer. That. Yeah. Almost like open grill, it looks like a little claw. Bottoms up.
What?
I'm learning so much.
Taking the whole can.
I'm learning a new language here.
That's doer. Just about. And I gotta get your stomach in that too.
Wait, why are we getting our dips?
Shut up, dude. You're trying to teach us something.
Eating it.
I'm trying to learn. This is my real school.
So, I just be like me, and you're having a gut dip spit for some reason. Because you're indoors, you've got your spitter, or you got a family function, you can't spit on someone's patio. Where the case dip at school.
God.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm learning how to get your dip spit. This is gonna be how to gut your dip spit / how to drink with a dip in.
We're trying to learn how to swallow it without dying.
How to drink with
Yeah, you like swallow it and instead of putting it in your stomach, you put it like right in your asshole.
I don't know. So,
I need to see the video for this.
I don't want to see the video.
Yeah, can we start over here? But on the media share.
Watch together.
Yeah, Jack. Watch together.
Got you.
This sounds disgusting. He's like going to his second stomach or something.
He's like,
What,
so
what do you think your appendix is for?
and survive.
That's what the appendix is for. You're right. That's what your tonsils are for. It's to gut your dip spit. But the Northerners stopped using dip, so it's no longer needed. That's why get it taken out.
He looks like Actually, no, he doesn't.
In the South, you die if you lose you lose your tonsils. It's fatal. Let's watch together. I cannot wait.
It's 17 minutes. Jesus.
Good, yeah.
Who is that?
It's not easy to do.
Looks like me.
With Down syndrome.
He's drinking a dew though.
Of course he is.
Wait, is that dip spit in the dew bottle?
Probably.
Oh God.
Why is it not loading?
It's not
Is it loaded
started
for
yet.
you guys?
It hasn't started.
Can't see it. How have we seen it?
It's still loading for me.
I'm just seeing a picture.
It's just a circle.
David, get in here, or whoever.
That's
is
the
in there.
Dr. Pepper can.
Yeah, it's me.
It's not a can. It's the bottle.
Okay, whatever. The same thing.
Big differ on that one. I wish I had Dr. Pepper in glass bottles. That would be epic. I've had it like only a few times.
What they do with Dr. Pepper in glass bottles.
Do they sell regularly? No, they don't.
It's a Mexican thing, actually.
Yeah, you just gotta know where to look.
You gotta have your plugs, man.
Is it starting?
How do you got your dip spit?
Yeah.
It is starting, isn't it?
You beginners are about.
Can you guys see it?
I think I have that shirt or had it at one point. Yeah, I can see it.
I can see it. It's not playing.
This guy's got like
Well, I
paused.
it.
To find out.
Can you see it now?
So
Yeah.
I was gonna be dipping Copenhagen long cut in this video.
Should we
and
skip
then
to where
I
we were
was-
before?
My stomach's already upset enough. I don't want to be having to gut long.
I don't think so.
I don't want to miss anything.
Mint.
Yeah,
I
me
feel like
either,
that's
yo.
the easiest to gut. So let's pack ourselves a Lipskis.
You need some
Wait, hold on. Is dip a big industry on YouTube? Like,
in south, the south,
Everywhere.
like
Fresh
just
cans,
south. It's everywhere. Like you
Cracked
can't get
earlier,
rid of that
take
shit.
a dip at lunch, and
I've been getting ads that say "quit the
really
dip."
dip with
Yeah,
some
me
dick.
It's a big
They're
problem.
like
in the South.
kicking it
Full cans
with a
of
football or
except for
something.
the pinch that Copenhagen takes. All right, let's load our Lipskis. Dig in there and
Holy shit.
grab ourselves a no. That should do her. Look at that. Yeah. It's almost like I'm dipping grizzly with a
This is
little
dirt.
claw. Bottoms up.
That's not enough.
That should do her. Just about. And then you
Just
guys
about.
gotta get your filling in there too.
Hello?
Hello?
Jenna, click the
Hello?
link. Click the link to the watch together. We're
Ah.
watching
Why
something
did you just...
important.
She left.
Split the first couple
She got
splits while I
scared and
talk.
left.
Silly dicks. So,
Click the link.
Sounds like a baby in our call.
I just be like me.
I knew that
When
was.
you're having a gut dip spit for some reason,
Wait,
because you're indoors, you've got a
Yeah.
spitter, or you got a family function, you can't spit on someone's patio. Where the case might be. Dip in school.
Watching a YouTube.
Wait, dip in school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How to get your dip spit yet?
You don't, David?
There's gonna be how to get your dip spit / how to drink with a dip.
I think Xander
dip
goes.
in school. I thought there was a school for dip.
It's
Cause how can you get your
dip
dip
school.
spit if you don't know how to drink with a goddamn
dip in
dip?
school. That's how you thought they were saying it. Dip in
I
school.
don't know. So we're gonna be drinking some
You
water
keep
out of a
on spinning.
Seahawks cup. Alright, you know, a little 12.
It's just the juice.
So what you wanna do is
Where's
grab your
Jude?
glass, your bottle, works good with bottles.
He's probably like taking that one test that you're supposed to.
No, he's with like
What
Seth.
you wanna do is you wanna put
Seth
Oh, he
your
is
drink
with
out
that.
instead of on your lip, you wanna put it on your tongue past your dip.
Or
Is that his brother?
no, his
And
friend.
just
This guy's a
put
junior.
all the liquid.
He said
on
you
your
gotta put
tongue.
that shit past the dip, and you put your mouth in your drink, and then down your throat. Why he keeps spinning? He's supposed
Works
to be
better
done
I know
that.
that was
it's not a
Dr.
big
Pepper,
ol'
I can tell by the look
fucking
of it.
hog like I got in right now. That's a nice dip.
Mm.
Wait,
So
so why
usually-
wasn't it letting me join?
When you're gutting your
I don't
dip
know.
spit, you know, all that kind
Are
of.
you on your phone?
Yeah, but I always use my phone.
Oh, yeah, it might not work then.
It's probably a computer application only.
Yeah.
I'm good with this video. I don't think I need to see anymore.
Well, he
I never
hasn't
got to
taught
see
us
him
how to-
swallow it.
I don't really want to see him so.
Skip ahead. Skip to the good part.
I don't know how I'm gonna be able to tell.
I think you're gonna be able to tell just
I think
fine.
I can tell by looking at his face right now.
Or either, you know, that's why, or they were expecting a big fucking loadout, like it did, and it was gonna sell like hotcakes. Okay, because which it did for the first couple weeks. Now it's, you know, staying in the stores consistently and shit, and they can afford to sell these bottoms now. Because it's probably more expensive to make these cans than it is cheaper bottom ones, but they're all in this one now, so that's a good thing. Because I don't like the other ones. I don't like them. They were cool for, you know, the first can I got was a little different, but I don't like them that way. I like them this way.
Okay, bud.
Well,
If you
stop
say.
spinning. What are you
And
doing?
another thing, guys, it was
He
the
spit the juice
craziest
out.
day I've ever had at school today. Holy
You're supposed to be
shit,
gunning
what a
it.
day.
Listen up, listen up.
Wednesday, it's a short day, but god damn, some shit went down, y'all. So first, during lunch, all this shit happened during lunch, okay?
What does that sound?
During lunch, you know,
That's Jack.
Sounds like a baby underwater.
just got my food, was about to sit down and eat, and the fucking fire alarm starts ringing. And I go, you gotta be shitting me. Why the fuck are they doing a drill in the middle of lunch? Turns out it wasn't a fucking drill. Some dumbass caught the microwave on fire. The fire department showed up and everything.
That happened
Stopped
in our
for
school.
15 minutes. They let everybody back in the building and whatnot to get their food and shit. After the fire was put out, of course. And the fire department was kind of like, why the fuck you gotta call us for this shit? I mean, you know, you could put it out pretty easy.
Without a dipshit.
Well, luckily the whole school didn't catch on fire. We're good with that. But then, at fucking lunch, okay, so one dude I know, whatever, so there was gonna be a big old fight. You know, teachers
Wait.
heard rumors about it, whatever. Staff.
So there was a fire drill, or not a drill. It actually happened, and they still had lunch afterwards anyway.
I think
Yeah,
you might
and
be
then
talking
there
about the
was a
next
fight.
day, because he said that
Oh,
was
he-
like a couple days ago.
No, he said this was a
He's talking
crazy
about
ass
the
day.
Wednesday. He's talking about the crazy ass Wednesday.
Yeah, he said Wednesday though, so I'm assuming this is.
Crazy.
It was a short day. A fire drill happened, and they're still having lunch.
Well, they gotta
All-
eat, don't they?
I guess you're right.
Was on guard, guys. I mean, I
The
usually
drip ain't
dip
gonna
lunch,
chew
you know,
itself.
for they got people rolling around and patrolling and shit. I dip at lunch, and they got people patrolling around and whatnot, so I'm usually okay with that. I just
You
put a
are
little
the
dip in.
dancing
You know, I just packed it and was
Turn up freak stuff.
He's 17.
We have to listen to. Who is this guy? Mac Truck.
Get my Mac.
Resume the video.
Mac.
but twice, right? And here comes this motherfucker rolling out, and I go, and the dudes who were suspected to fight these other dudes were sitting right by me. I saw him come out and I was
God, I
like,
can't
fuck,
look
he's
at
gonna
that.
come right over here. Fucking fish hooked it and got it out. It was bullshit. So I didn't get to really dip during my lunch, which was kind of dumb.
That sucks.
And then, so I got asked to join this fight actually, and back up. You know, he's the dude who buys me dip. He's the guy. He's one of my friends, and I was asked to fight. You know, get in this fight with him, and I said, if shit ends up going down, you guys are getting your ass beat. I might, you know, because I'm a big guy. I might jump in. I get asked to fight people all the fucking time, guys. I don't fight people all the time, okay? Haven't been fighting a long ass time. Don't think that's some rowdy ass motherfucker.
That's probably like Joe Press saying.
I don't fight anybody unless they got a fucking reason to.
Yeah, Joe Press, I'm a big ass guy.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm
One
like
of
the
my really
biggest
good
guy.
friends was
People ask
supposed
me
be
to
in a
fight all the
fight.
time.
I've known him since we were in kindergarten and shit. You know, we were little shits. You know, about 15 years ago. Well, no, 10, 11, 15 years ago. And 15, goddamn, 10 or 11 years ago, you know. So I know this guy for a long ass time. We're
10,
really
11,
good
10, 15. You know.
friends. He was supposed to be in a fight. The other guy, this big motherfucker, okay? Big, fat old motherfucker, got all these people together to fight these guys, and they're freshmen.
Was this with
You know?
Crivets?
And
John?
it's not, you know, they were gonna get slaughtered if they went in this fight straight up. So they got another big guy who's almost the size of the other big guy. So, you know, got two big guys
This guy's great telling stories, isn't he?
that could potentially face up, you know. And so
You just
we,
rub it on his
bell rings,
table.
you know, we're walking back towards school, and the crowd of people that was supposed to fight the other crowd of people. So, okay, so the opposing crowd, this guy got some nice dudes who can fight, who fight all the time, punks. You know, couple of them are, you know, country boys, you know, country boys.
Oh my.
And they're sitting, you
Oh,
know,
that's like
and
the
they're
base
right there.
match you can say.
So you gotta walk in,
Country boys
you
in
gotta walk
quotation.
past this place, and it's right behind the school locker room stuff. It's right behind them, and then you gotta go through there to get to the fucking doors. It's the breezeway. They're sitting right there, so the people have been talking shit to them.
Wait, did you guys ever see in Family Guy where like, Peter was smoking, and then whenever he would tell a story, he would like pause and like tap the cigarette to make the story more intense. That's what he's doing.
Stroll up through there, and I'm like, and I'm walking by the teacher because I know this teacher. He's a former coach of mine and everything. I'm walking I'm walking in front of him, but you know, relatively close. And they finally walk by the other crowd of people, and shit got talked. And next thing you know, two big guys are going at it, throwing their backpacks down, and they fucking start fighting each other. And this guy, dude, the big guy that the freshman asked to help them out, he's a big motherfucker. He's in a weight class, everything. Big motherfucker. And it was just pretty ass drama to start this whole thing. Anyhow, you don't need the whole rundown.
He's gonna fill that bottle up real quick.
But all hell broke loose, guys. This guy, the big guy, started going at the big guy, fucking punching him in the face and shit. Anyways, and then his buddy started to jump in and try to fight the other big guy, our big guy, and he fucking shit wrecked everybody, guys. I don't think I've ever seen one guy take on so many dudes before. Kudos to him, because he completely annihilated everybody else that was fucking there. I seen him walk up to some of the dudes who are supposed to be everybody's afraid of, whatever. He walked up to everybody who tried to fight him. Fucking punched him right in the mouth. All it took was a couple punches. They didn't want no more, apparently. Apparently packed a nice punch. But he started to go after the dude who they wanted to fight in the first place and beat shit out of. But he got the other guy who recruited all these people, he got stopped. You know, there was a lot of fighting going on before the teachers finally got in and started breaking it up. My football coach ran out there and he fucking started breaking it up and shit. It was just hell, guys. I watched the whole thing, you know, I had to give a bunch of people the rundown of what fucking happened. I was watching my buddy the whole time though. make sure nothing happened to him, or else I was gonna have to fucking jump in and fight people, which I didn't really particularly want to do. But so I thought I'd share that with you guys because that is the craziest day I've ever had in my life. Bunch of shit was going down, okay, and it probably will be another fight because they didn't get to finish it. Ugh. They didn't get to finish it, so there's probably gonna be another fight soon.
Part 2?
And
Part
I
2?
might be asked to join in that one, but I particularly don't want to do that. I hope I don't have to do that. 'Cause I don't like to
Mac
fight anybody unless you got a reason.
Truck has 358 subscribers.
Just crazy shit, y'all.
Well, he just got one more. What's his most recent video?
And that's what happens when
3
you talk
years
shit.
ago. It's
and cheat on people.
Get out. It's titled "Get Out and Vote?"
yeah,
question
that's
mark,
not-
and it's him wearing
sorry for my,
a Confederate hat that says
sharing-
"Rebel" on it, but in
sharing
front
shit,
of a
but
Confederate flag. It's the
Share that with you guys.
Yeah. Yep.
Can we watch that, please?
It's crazy shit.
Did you-
It's
I don't know.
It's 21 minutes.
Yeah.
You can watch it in real time.
Anyhow.
Grizzly
Sorry,
Dark
just turned
Winter
into
Green.
most of the videos me talking about my day. and
Top
shit,
5
but,
best dips of all
whatever.
time.
That was some crazy shit that went down. All that kind of stuff. I taught you guys how to drink with a dip in and how to gut your dip spit.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. Well, we
Not
skipped
really
over
much
it,
to
I
know
think.
about that, okay? Just do what I basically told you. Tongue, whatever, wash it down your mouth. It's easy, especially got some flavored. Cancels out the dip and doesn't really burn as much. So, always remember to like my videos, watch my videos, comment on my videos, drop a like, drop a comment.
Oh god, you just
All
got
that
serious.
good shit. And subscribe to my channel. Okay, I need more subscribers. Like I said, if you guys, if I get 50 subscribers here pretty soon, I will do a full can dip. Which I know a lot of people like to see.
I would like to see. Did he ever? He did hit 50 subscribers.
I'll
That
do one
video's out there.
videotape it and everything. We'll get together and I'll do the full can eventually. But that is about all for me. I am Mac Truck, and as always, remember, sometimes you gotta reach for your can and you gotta pack a lip of
Do you ever hear anyone say stop and go lights?
That about does it for me, guys.
Me neither.
Name's Mac Truck.
I might vaguely remember when I was younger, but no.
I gotta go.
Alright, bye.
Night, boys.
Good night, Elton. That sounds like a Don't Starve cue to me.
You know, other people in other states say like the amount of time, or like the amount of miles it takes to get somewhere, rather than the amount of time it takes to get there.
Interesting.
Like we say, it's like takes like an hour to get somewhere. They say like how many miles.
What's your source?
Only nearstate.com.
Wait, you're saying everywhere else in the United States but Wisconsin says miles instead of time?
It's on the list. Number 10 on the list, bro. I don't know.
That probably just means that other states say it more than us.
Yeah, here they
That's
hey.
speculation.
Feature film for both Clark Gable.
Hold on. Hold on.
Miller wrote the screenplay for The
Hold
Mistress,
on.
the last feature film for both Clark Gable and this actress. Lewis. Who is Marilyn Monroe? Yes, his wife. A. Miller for 1600. Answer. Daily Double. All right. You cannot catch Andrew.
Oh.
But you get pretty close. I'll wager 5,000. That'll put you up there. Here is the clue. Arthur Miller thought 1690 Salem was relevant to 1950s America when he wrote this play, but it's The Crucible. You got it?
So you guys want to watch some of that new motherfucking Rick and Morty show or something, or Don't Starve or something, or
I'm fine with Don't Starve or watching something else. In fact,
King of the Hill or whatever, you know, one of them ding.
I'm fine with... I think we should play Don't Starve for a little bit, since it's pretty early still. And then I'll watch some shows if that sounds good. Oh god. Nick now owns Desktop MMD, PC Desktop Dance Girl.
Good God.
Cute girl liven up on your desktop with AI tech. She always
Good
will
God.
accompany you above any window.
Good. It sounds like Zeus, David. David. Zeus. Zeus. David. Oh,
Rest in peace.
David.
Is he lifting weights, bro?
Could be.
Without saying anything, though?
Better dead than red. Better dead than red. Better white than black. Oh wait, what? What?
That's facts, though.
I bet if you asked the majority of black people, if you said we could turn you white right now, they'd say yes.
I definitely disagree.
You definitely disagree.
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Because they're prideful. I honestly doubt you could find anyone that would say
Anyone?
Honestly, yeah, that you personally know.
I might have to show you a video real quick.
That you personally know.
Jordan would say yes, definitely.
Ask him then.
Oh, wow.
We got to celebrate our differences. We got to celebrate our differences. Ooga booga doo, ooga booga doo. We got to celebrate our differences. Nacho taco, chimichanga. 'Cause it's beautiful when the whole world sings together.
Oh, I get it. You're racist. I'm Miss Iron.
We got to celebrate.
Not on YouTube. I had to find it on Daily Motion.
I thought I sent that to you.
You did.
I did.
I saw it earlier and liked it, but I still give you that like, because you know I'm like that.
We got to celebrate our differences. We got to celebrate our differences. Ooga booga doo, ooga booga doo. We got to celebrate our differences. Nacho taco, chimichanga. 'Cause it's beautiful when the whole world sings together.
Oh, I get it. You're racist. I'm Miss Iron.
I've had that song all MF.
We got to celebrate.
I could not remember what the order of the Chongs and the Chings was.
That's all you had stuck in your head?
Yeah.
Ooga booga boog. Stop getting a stupid song stuck in your head.
It's always stupid songs that get stuck in your head.
Celebrate our differences. We got to celebrate our differences. Ooga booga doo, ooga booga doo. We got to celebrate our.
You ever heard two black guys walking down the street? One's got 98 cents, one has $1, and it says there's a sign that says we could turn you white for 99 cents. So they make the plans. The guy with the $1 will go in. When he comes out, if it's good, he'll give the penny to the guy, and he'll go in and do it. So the guy goes in with his $1, he pays, he comes out. He looks amazingly white. Looks just like a white person. You know this joke? No. And he goes to the guy, and the guy goes, oh man, that looks great. He goes, all right, give me the penny. I'm gonna go in. And he goes, get a job, nigger.
See? Told you so. Am I right or am I right?
You're wrong.
How?
Do you really think that joke proves anything? Liam, ask any person.
Okay, I'll ask Michael Jackson. Yeah, you know. That's just one example.
Oh god, now I'm getting in my feed, my suggested videos, I'm getting dip videos. How to drink in a wait. How to drink with a dip in exclamation point.
Yeah, how to drink with dip in your mouth without swallowing the dip.
Yeah.
It's just like doing it with gum, basically.
Mhm. Well, we don't know that. SpongeBob's darkest episode.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace.
Brought to me by
When it comes to
Squarespace, hell
websites,
yeah.
online stores, etc., there's no place to build a beautiful online presence like Squarespace. After 3 videos and probably a bunch of mentions, I can safely say SpongeBob has not only been a big part of this channel, but my life as well. I think it's a really creative show and it never missed the mark, but there's one episode in particular that I think about maybe once a week. That episode is Squidville. Now, when I caught Squidville at a young age, my reaction was always...
Oops. Here, get in there, watch together, though. I'm sending a new one.
Darkest SpongeBob episode. It's probably gonna be a bunch of the new ones
Wait,
because
are
they're all. Huh?
No, it's the Squidville episode. I don't know. I'm here to
The
judge
Squidville
this
episode.
I'm here to judge this man's opinion and listen to his case.
Really, the Squidville episode.
That's what he said. He thinks about it
I
once
think-
a
I
week.
thought they had a happy ending though.
I don't. Well, maybe it's because of
Wait,
the
did it?
racism or something.
Oh. I never thought about it like that.
Wait,
I
do
really
you
never
have it-
thought about it like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
I'm
you have it
like-
paused?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unpause.
Yeah.
Not to pause it.
Something wrong. Something wrong.
about maybe once a week. That episode, I think it's
Okay.
a really creative show and it never missed the mark. But there's one episode in particular that I think about maybe once a week. That episode is Squidville. Now, when I caught Squidville at a young age, my reaction was always, Squidward's sad, and that still holds till this day. I think Squidville, in a very creative way, is addressing not only depression, but existentialism as well. Let's run through it. The episode starts with SpongeBob and Patrick playing with reef blowers. What starts as a fun way to pass time quickly turns into something more than that, something that annoys Squidward. They take the lines out of SpongeBob's house, the nose, mouth, and eventually eyes out of Squidward's. They turned what used to be a face, a personality, a soul, into nothing more than a rock, trapping Squid in this place of nothingness. After digging himself out from underground, he confronts SpongeBob and Patrick, criticizing them for using the reef blowers and basically wishing he didn't have to live with them in this attitude. Of course, shortly after, a TV comes out of the sky and grants Squidward an opportunity to escape to a land called Squidville, where he is surrounded by only those of his kind. Unsurprisingly, he decides to take the trip. After passing a pretty simple test on his physical appearance, he's welcomed with the same negative energy he's had his whole life by another civilian, and as a result, he feels amazing. Now, the following montage is where things get interesting. Squidward goes about some of his favorite activities like biking, buying canned bread, interpretive dance, and clarinet playing. In simpler terms, it's Squidward in his ideal society. There isn't room for error. But as this life continues, Squidward finds himself numb to these pleasures.
Yeah,
After doing them
I
every
get it.
day, they start to mean less to him. Eventually, he grows depressed, and I think this is where the show gets really interesting.
Yep.
In less than a minute, the writers are able to capture a depressing part of life that everyone has to deal with. We as people, similar to Squidward, have this desire for pleasure/love or happiness, but this episode argues happiness can't exist on its own. By that I mean, even if Squidward eliminates everything that brings him anger and sadness, that feeling of dread is inevitable, which in my opinion applies to all of us. What is happiness if not a direct response to sadness? This episode isn't just stating the fact that Squidward is sad, it's exploring a definition for happiness and satisfaction in general, especially to someone dealing dealing with depression. It criticizes this ideology that bringing yourself satisfaction is surrounding yourself in a setting fit just for you. I think we've all been in that place where we say, if only blank was blank, then everything would be fine. But life is an endless search for that next thing, and this episode is recognizing that. Even with these qualities, Squidward is still sad, so in a sense he's trapped and can never find that full happiness. But that's not on him, it still applies to everyone, us included. Much of this can be supported by looking at the ancient hedonists, very different from
Yummy.
who look at happiness not as a state of being, but as something
you're
made
looking
up
at
of
the right
decisions
side
we
of that
make.
photo.
They find happiness in smaller moments, the way
Middle.
Bob and Patrick do. It's a way of thinking that SpongeBob clearly lives by. Even at something as debatably suffering as work, he finds moments of relief and enjoyment in pretty much every episode. Squidward, who clearly strives for a state of happiness, is only brought down further into his state of depression because he relies on his shortcomings in life around him as the excuse for not being happy, but in reality, he's always searching for a constant state of happiness that is unattainable. Let's think hypothetically. Say you hate your job, you have bad allergies, you want a partner, and I don't know, it's too cold where you live. So maybe you magically lose your allergies, you find yourself a perfect partner, you move to your dream place, and you get that job as a storyboard artist because, goddamn, that sounds like a pretty good gig. You have literally everything, so do you just never feel sad anymore? Most likely, you're still gonna find error in your everyday life. There's going to be something holding you back from being 100% happy. Sitting on the couch watching a movie gave you pleasure because
Not me, I'm perfectly happy right now.
that activity in itself isn't an act of relief. It only feels like a relief when put in the context of, say, sadness. This is a good time to cite the Wheel of Fortune. No, not the popular game show hosted by Pat Sajak. I'm talking about a concept in ancient philosophy that means the unpredictable nature of fate. In this scenario, it's safe to assume happiness is attached to this wheel. Boethius, a philosopher from the 6th century, argues that the wheel continues to spin, and that while we may feel the fortune of happiness, it isn't true happiness, because if happiness is attached to the wheel, our sadness is as well. True happiness is found in eternal ideas like finding God, attaching ourselves to higher knowledge. That's different than the feeling of being happy that you can get from being with a loved one, or say, indulging in pleasures you'd find in Squidville. So not much later in this episode, Squidward accepts this depression, finding himself alone in the park. He is then given another opportunity when a reef blower is found unattended. After some hesitation, Squidward takes the reef blower and begins to play with it, using it against others. He causes disruption and annoys those How this ties into earlier is that this society is essentially a mirror of who he is. This is the show's way of showing Squidward battling against himself. The pleasure and genuine fresh happiness that he feels in the moment is nothing but a reaction to his own actions. It's a feeling that only exists because of the bad. Now notice how I said feeling rather than a way of being. Squidward is aware of the harsh consequences that come from these actions, like being kicked out of the town, but in one of the few times in this entire series, Squidward thinks short-term on what makes him happy. Rather than striving to reach a state of constant happiness, he appreciates the happy moments that he can get. But is this really a happy ending? I'd argue it's not. I can imagine it being impossible for Squidward to find joy and excitement out of most things after this. I mean, how would it feel to know anything good in your life that brings you happiness will eventually feel numb and bring you sadness? How depressing is it to feel unenthused about the only things that brought you joy, and the only way to find happiness is to disrupt things? And the funny thing is, it's not like Squid is alone. This is all of us. We're all Squidward in a certain sense if put into this hypothetical situation. Squidville is one of my favorite episodes of TV out there. It's impressive how much it does in only 12 minutes, especially with the way the world currently...
Tell me how to get bored of sex if I could have unlimited sex every day. I don't think so.
Like, say, watch...
You think I'd get bored of sex if I had unlimited sex every day? I don't think so.
Watching a YouTube video...
Well, that's only however many minutes per day. You still got 24 hours for the rest of your day.
No, you can reset in less than 24 hours.
How much time, what percentage of your day do you plan on doing that?
Whenever I'm not, I'm preparing for the next time. In a perfect world, of course.
Video on Squidville or playing with a reef blower. So I'll end with this. Just remember that SpongeBob is a great show. Achieving a constant state of happiness and fulfillment is unachievable. And what was the last thing? Oh yeah, this video is sponsored by Squarespace. You're probably self-isolating right now, and if you're not, you should.
The fuck is
If you're bored,
Squarespace?
maybe you should consider making a website, and why not do so with Squarespace? Squarespace is a place where you can go.
If it's free, I'll do it.
An online website to build your brand.
Let me guess, it's not.
It ain't though.
Need a professional logo for your brand? I've used the new Wix logo maker to create one for my startup. I'll show you how.
Goes to show how little attention I actually show seafaring stuff and don't start together, as I didn't even know this update was even a thing until 2 frickin' minutes ago. But that being said, it is in beta, so
So can you guys like always hear echo in my headphones?
A lot of the time.
Damn, that sucks, man. Cause like I don't
Here
even
you go.
have it very loud, and like it's on all the way. At least I don't talk like this every time I speak.
Yeah.
So everything you're about to see is very subject to change, and considering that certain mechanics, mobs, and items are completely worthless as they stand, I imagine massive change will come full release. But without further ado, let's hook, line, and ink it up. First, let's address the change that I find myself both agreeing with and yet despise completely. The change from fish to freshwater fish. Sure, the stats are the same, but now freshwater fishies do not stack, so a once straightforward task now requires some planning to save your inventory. They also cannot be stored within fridges, even though their past selves could be, and if this is intentional, then we've got ourselves some problems, because even still, the salt box is out of the question, and even the new tin fishing bin will be freshwatered out as well. We'll obviously discuss this new storage container soon enough, but this truly is the one that makes the least sense to me in context. But it gets even worse, for work players at least. Without stacking, what once needed but 3 slots now requires 5 when it comes to Craftsmerm houses. And seeing as you can't even stack them within the royalty kit itself, you need to place them one by one. Is this all manageable? Yes, certainly. Unnecessarily tedious though? Abso-frickin-lutely. I would have to think that these mechanics will be tweaked come the full launch. But of course, the bulk of the update, the new fishing mechanics. And thankfully, if you're looking to start and explore said mechanics, it's only locked behind a science machine and a simple recipe. So get to it. But you might be thinking, so, just cast and go, right? Them fishies aren't gonna know what's gonna hit them. Were it so easy, folks? Equip the new rod to see 2 additional slots simply waiting for you to fill them up. and we'll get to that, but yes, as far as I can tell, ain't no fish biting unless you have something there at least. But here's the issue. The new tackle receptacle may also be just behind a science machine, with driftwood and a doodad being simple enough, but what the heck is that? Well, friends, spoiled fish has returned and is a must if we must up our fishing game. The issue stems from spoiled fish only being obtainable via the new fish, not our freshwater ones. So if that is the case, how in the world can we do anything then? Because it sounds like we're stuck here. Nonsense. There's a simple solution, my friends. Berries and seeds can serve as minimalist bait, while twigs can be the same for lures. So have at it, because as we'll see later, that is really all you need. And as for the new fishing itself, it's quite simple and intuitive, which is a massive bonus. I was so worried it'd be stupidly complex for whatever reason, but truly, once a fish bites, you'll have to watch it as it either tries to fight ya or is surrendering to your will. When it's swimming away from you, you can either hold right click or just do nothing at all. But once it's not fighting you, you gotta hammer the right click button home to reel that sucker in. Once the fish gets close enough, the game will take over and it will pop it out of the water for ya. It's very nice, but do note that your bait will be used up following a catch, if it's a berry or seed, that is. And another thing to note, moving during this time will cancel the reeling process and has a chance to cause both your lure and your bait, but usually it is just the latter. So be careful nonetheless, and simply losing a fish off the line entirely will do the same pretty much every single time, no matter which types you're using. Now, these new fish bring plenty of new for sure, but my goodness do they spoil very quickly, so you best preserve them when and if you can. But unfortunately, our ice boxes are off the frickin' table, unless of course you murder them into fish meat first. But the same could be said of our other option, salt boxes. So, if these two are off the table, is there any way to keep our catches fresh while we're out on the water for a while? Sure is. Say hello to that very same tin fishing bin we mentioned earlier. A new craft under the Seafaring tab. It may have a somewhat strange recipe to be honest, but this thing is awesome. It not only holds 12 fish in total, but actually refreshes their spoilage when they're in one. You can have a nearly spoiled fish all the way in the red. Toss it into one of these suckers, and in a couple days, you can have a fully fresh fish ready to go. That is incredible. As for the new fish themselves, though, there are 10 of the scaly suckers, 5 small types, and 5 large ones. The former category is comprised of runty guppies, needle-nosed squirts, popper fish, smolt fries, and bitty baitfish. I can confirm that all 5 of them can be encountered and thus caught without ever stepping foot off the mainland. So it appears that they all prefer the waters of the shallow coasts. Furthermore, each type can be caught with but a twig lure and those simple baits we discussed prior. There is no need to use anything else beyond the efficiency side of things. Plus, their specific affinities to time of day seems to be in question, if they even have any to be honest, but to me, they seem pretty meaningless currently. Although what has been said is true, I have also seen small fish in deeper water, so perhaps their spawning locations are indeed random. But I have noticed that once you find a spawn location, you can just keep returning for more of the same fish. One last thing, all these fish here, and the ones to follow, will do nothing for you until you murder them for fish meat. So, there you go. The larger fish of the sea are as follows: the mudfish, deep bass, dandelion fish, black catfish, and the corn cod. All prefer the deeper waters, and thankfully now we can actually more easily determine the depth of the sea via its color. So keep a lookout. Darker is deeper. And again, these fish do nothing for you unless you fully kill them into meat. And as far as I can tell, they too have random spawn locations out on the water. Although, I will say that I have found numerous types at once in and around the shoals of the sea. So, I guess we can use
Where did David
these
even
as
go?
our fishing grounds, but...
I'm assuming he went to go lift. We must have missed him saying that, or he didn't say anything. I'll text him real quick.
I wouldn't fully count on that. Also, I can 100% confirm that yes, you can absolutely still catch these larger fish with just the berry/seed and twig lure method. I highly doubt that's intentional, but it does make the next segment rather odd. But do know that the larger fish are just simply harder to catch in general. And harder may not actually be the right word there. Tedious. Tedious is the word I would use, as it sometimes took me 2 full minutes to reel a single fish in. Now, the bobbers, floats, spinners, and spoons. As we've said, they're craftable via the tackle receptacle, but as we've discovered, it might not even frickin' matter. Every single fish I just mentioned was caught with a twig and a berry. I didn't use anything else. Again, in no way is this intentional, and I fully anticipate a change coming before release. But don't fret, every craft at least still catch these 2 full minutes to reel a single fish in. Now, thus, tedious. The next segment rather odd. At least still catch these larger fish with just the berry/seed and twig lure method. I highly doubt that's intentional, but it does make the